Allids? Alid? I don't know. I have no idea. What was I talking about? Oh yes, MT Stunner did remind me of to mention that congratulations to Jules, our one and only guild winner of the Landmarks of Landmark competition with his life.
Yes, it was very good actually.
Yeah, really chuffed for him.
Very impressive. We saw he kind of kept that quietish. He wasn't bragging about it or anything because he was making it. But we did happen across his guild claim, which we can all teleport to and that. And to be honest, that was impressive as well.
Yeah.
So I'm not surprised he's come up with a decent entry and winner, as it turns out.
He's a talented lad, is that, Jules? And
he is.
Really, congratulations. Also, an ex-guildie, Nissi, who did leave the guild for personal reasons, probably hated me.
You say for personal reasons, I say it's your fault.
Yeah, I say it's because I kicked someone else who was vaguely related to her.
Well, like her cousin or something,
Yeah, not blood related though, so I thought she'd stay. But she won as well, and she's a lovely lass, so well done to her.
I think you thought she'd stay. That's the funniest thing
I'd
ever.
stay with her. Like, to be fair, he's not going to see this, so let's mock him. I understand why you've kicked him,
yeah.
So, like, fair enough.
It's just unfortunate she was an association of an idiot, and we had to get rid of the idiot, but we kind of knew she'd go.
But she did win with her temple
as
well.
And it was okay, apart from the strange alien faces on the front.
Yeah, blood was...
Did you think that when you saw it, by the way, on the show? Did you think there's the alien faces?
I didn't know, actually, but I'm not quick or clever, so that's obviously...
Are we going to talk about your favourite from last night's 19 entries or whatever
it was?
Are you going to say it's that bloody elephant?
Spooky Man's Heffalump. It's fucking brilliant.
Do you know what? I can't take it away from him. It's fantastic.
I kind of love Spooky Man because he's got Yojo as his sidekick.
My favourite was easily that female fighter woman with the pick and the axe in her hands.
Just to go back to remind you people watching the stream as to what Blood likes in a guildie, why did you like that fighter woman thing?
I like the pick and the axe.
You didn't like the boobs then?
What I thought is the person that's created that could so easily recreate some kind of fantasy battle. They would be so smart.
I just actually, on the subject of the boobs, there's been some, let's say, fucking ridiculous idiots on the forum today.
I knew he was going to rant. He's been waiting to rant.
Wankers, I'm telling you. Honestly, like, yesterday night there was the Showcase live show, and Rosie Report, who is a woman, may have drawn some artwork of a dark elf, and it was a scantily clad dark elf with good bosoms, long legs.
It was a typical fantasy picture.
Yeah, it was the kind of thing
you'd see on any game package, you'd see it on any advert, you'd see it on any kind of cartoon incorporated, that kind of thing. You'd see it on any... Oh, you've disappeared your voice.
I was being quiet. I was letting you speak.
No.
You were on one, so I was going to let...
That's the perfect picture from, like, Forgotten Realms books and things like that. It's everywhere.
Perfect picture. It was a cool bit of fantasy artwork. And if we're going to start talking about art, the Venus fucking de Milo is naked, and that's one of the most famous pieces of art.
Tell us why they're upsetting you. What are they complaining about?
They're saying that it's over-sexualizing women in video games, and it's not... women don't have boobs that look like that in real life, apparently.
To be honest with you, I'm quite surprised that today's gamers actually know what boobs are. Because back in my day, you were a gamer, you were a virgin. That's just the way it happened.
The thing is, it's so...
At least they know what boobs are.
It's so close-minded in every direction. They think they're being oppressed by this picture being... feminized. We live in a world where everything is sex orientated, and these people are fucking whinging that a picture for a game that's not even the real world has got boobs on it.
I have to tell you, Woobe's been wound up by this all afternoon. All of us have heard this non-stop from him, and he does need to vent. It has upset him that there are idiots playing this game.
I appreciate there's idiots everywhere in the world, but why do you feel the need to post these argumentative things on forums? They're not... From the minute you start that thread, it's not going to create positive debate. It's not
No.
going to create a happy
I'm not being
thread.
funny. After my first wank, after seeing it, it was like any other picture. It was fine.
To be
I don't see
honest,
what the issue is.
I was a little bit underimpressed with the lack
Yeah,
of
me too.
minge.
I
was hoping for some bush action.
There was definitely. I doubt she's ever going to draw a bush on there, but there was definitely more room for boobs in that cleavage shot. To be fair, I should have drawn a bush on. I would have given her all the money I own. It would have been brilliant.
I have seen a lot worse in art, and
I have seen a lot
obviously
worse.
by art I do mean Playboy.
Oh dear! It just shows you're younger than me because I was thinking more like Razzler.
My dad used to have a copy of Razzle.
My dad used to have a nice stack of Razzle with the readers' wives.
I think it is. It's really hard to be objective because I am a bloke, but these overly feminist issues with computer game characters just seems a little bit fake. Like, what's the point of making a feminist issue over something that's actually joining the male and female communities really well? There is a huge female playing community in this game.
Oh, definitely. Oh, but for example, we're actually outnumbered, and this is no complaint. We are actually outnumbered by females in our guild, and that is definitely the first time in gaming history for me that there's more than one female for like every 5 men or something.
Yeah, I think it's really silly to find a community that is so mixed with both genders to get upset about something like that.
I keep trying to say this, but I've got to cut in. First of all, hello to Vasikus. Well, hello to him. Thanks for popping in.
Hey, Fazukas.
Hello, Cos. Welcome to your first time I've seen you popped in. And read what MT Stunner says.
Aye!
He's literally just saying there's no point creating a game with female characters with flat chests because they won't make any money. Well, that's a fair point.
I agree. Like, there's not a lot of call for the mastectomy porn, is there? Ooh, that was controversial, but like flat-chested, it's just not going to work.
There's nothing wrong with flat-chested girls.
Yes,
don't get me wrong.
Yes, there's a big problem with flat-chested girls.
There's not. But
Flat-chested girls may as well be boys, basically.
Every episode there's got to be an apology for me. And today it's about Woobe over-sexualising female bodies and saying if you have small boobs, you might as well be a fella.
Yeah,
that's just
pretty
so
much.
wrong.
If you're not gonna bother growing I mean I'm growing the old man boobs, so I can accept my transition into womanhood is.
So what you actually mean is women must have bigger boobs than you.
Yeah.
That's your rule, is it?
Yeah. And
so you being a B cup rules out every A cup girl.
B cup.
I've been nice.
That's a compliment, darling.
You're already wound up today. I don't want to set you off.
Yeah, it's like small dogs. You may as well get a cat. It's just stupid. If you're not going to get the whole product, you may as well chop it in and not bother.
Right, I think now's a good time to change the subject.
All right, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah,
the patch. We got a smooth tool,
yeah,
so we can make really smooth boobs.
Oh, they've kicked off about the smooth tool as well. That's wound you up. You've been very wound up today, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about the smooth tool for a little bit. Because,
go on, have another rant.
I just want to quickly in-game show something. A lot of people on the forum have been saying the new smooth tool is terrible and we can't make anti-voxels anymore.
Can I just do something here? Yeah. On live, when Dave goes on, you do like to portal to him. I just wanted to see if this is as annoying for you as it looks to him. Just, like we can try to build something.
Oh, yeah, it's annoying. I can see why he told me to get out of the fucking way.
Do you know what ironically has happened?
You've crashed. That's karma, that is. But I did just want to quickly discuss something that people have been complaining about on the forum.
The zero data voxels, etc.
The zero data voxel, or anti-voxel as most people call them. People have been saying with the new smooth tool it's impossible to create it. It's a lie. It is possible to create it. I will show you exactly how. I've done a 7x7x7 block, cut a hole in the middle, copy pasted that out and filled that gap, and right now I'm going to smooth this and it still heals the hole in the middle down, so I can now take a slice from here and just get all of it.
Can you manage without me for a bit?
Oh yeah, I've been able to manage without you my whole life.
I'm coming in shortly if you're struggling.
And we just come through, we paste this on here, and we paste it on the back, and we have our anti-voxel string that is exactly the same as before, except now we have finer smooth tools, so it's possible to actually have a few more levels of fineness in this anti-voxel string. But people have been going on the forums going, oh, I can't do these new shapes that nobody except for the voxelmancers use, or no, we can't do anti-voxels, and you can still do anti-voxels. Fuck the new shapes. Look at this. I've got hundreds of shapes on boards. What more? I've got a voxel generator here that can make thousands of shapes. Who cares if we can't make the old shapes? Go find some new shapes to make.
You're right. It's the same thing as when we lost the first voxels, isn't it? When we had all the micro voxels and we were going to lose them because of the way the new smoothing tool come out. But all of us had these boards.
Yeah, exactly. We've not lost anything.
It made absolutely no difference. We used the boards anyway. It's a lot easier than going through the awful UI of storing templates.
It's a little bit silly. People are getting a little bit kind of over, oh, they've changed it. When actually they've changed for every normal player, they've changed it for the better.
Oh yeah. Yeah, for your layman, the new smooth tool is what they'll need.
For your lame man,
yeah,
your lame man, the one with the wobbly leg. Look,
no offence to you.
I mean, right, we've got a block here, and last week turning that block into a smooth pillar was just really difficult. Now, with the new smooth tool, it rounds off the edges so perfectly that you can make a big phallic symbol, like Dave did on the stream. A very big black phallic
He did seem
symbol.
to make a penis.
Yeah, he did on the stream. Mine's not quite as penisy as his.
No one mocked him for it, apart from you.
Well, yeah, I did.
But no one picked up on it. He actually did make a penis.
Maybe the kids haven't seen the penis. I'm amazed Omi let that one slip, actually.
Yeah, me too.
But this, for every normal player, is so much better. The smoothing looks realistic. It doesn't look like it's stretched pixels in a game or anything like that. It actually looks like a curved bit of material. So game-wise, it's such a big improvement. And these voxelmancers, they've done so much for the game. It's sort of a shame to see them complaining on like Twitter and Twitch and other forums and things that they can't do things. You would have thought those would be the people who have the attitude of, okay, well, let's find out what we can do.
I understand one issue they had. A lot of people logged in to find their claims have changed in lots of little ways, but enough for it to actually, make a difference to their claim. A lot of artifacts were created when they had the nice smooth wall, for example.
I think it was mostly from placing templates today, though, hasn't it? It's changed.
Maybe. Safi says there's been a few, right?
But
yes, so maybe that's something that needs looking at.
Yeah, it could be.
But you're right. If they've got the technical skill to create the things we've seen, you almost think they'd be rubbing their hands in glee to try something new.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a shame that they do so much for the game, but then the first thing that changes, they jump on the hate wagon and go, oh, it's rubbish, because, not the game, but the fact something's changed.
We don't like change.
We're in beta, we need to expect change to progress the game. If they don't change things, it will just stay crap, won't it?
Stagnant and rubbish.
Exactly. So, yeah, I think they're doing the right thing, personally, by making the change. I think it helps everyday player a lot more than it helps super high epic player. But
have they ever said why we don't get the old smooth tool back?
I don't know what it's like. This is the vanilla WoW argument for me.
I just don't
what
get
was so
why...
good about the old smooth tool, except it had lots of steps?
But it was better, wasn't it? Because the way it affected the actual object is different now.
I don't think it was better. I thought it was a lot worse. I thought it was too...
Oh my god, people are going to burn you alive.
They probably are, but I preferred using the new smooth tool, and now this new iteration with its really fine
but
ability.
You are judging that from your better ability to build now.
Yeah, I can't comment on anything else, can I? But I was there with the old smooth tool, and I used it. I made a Firefly ship, and I used